I'm not happy with you. I can't possibly. Your case is 509 days old on the first one. Your second one is 477 days old.
And I was
Classic courtroom excuse alert. Notice how the defendant immediately tries to justify missing court dates with life struggles. Judges have heard this 1,000 times. And while being homeless is tragic, it doesn't erase 509 days of delay. The tension starts building.
homeless and stuff like that, so they already knew that. So I had a lot going on, and if I had a date to appear in court, I would appear in
Keep
court.
giving you PR bond after PR bond
They
after
told me
PR
to appear in
bond.
court.
No, it ends today. She goes with you.
I already went on to jail and got out of jail.
I'm not giving you another PR bond. You've
I
already
just got out of jail. They said,
times.
I thought you said I was going to the mental, like for the,
Hold on a second. Ms. Galaviz, let's do this. If you can please put her in the jury box, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to see.
please, sir, because I will abide by
I'm not
anything
giving
you
another-
say. I just got out of jail. And that's why I got out of jail, come to court for, and they said they would not detain me and put me in jail if I obey.
Here comes the official charge, evading arrest. That alone can carry up to a year in jail. But wait, the real drama? The accusation involves violence against his own mother. That's a legal red flag. Domestic violence cases are treated much harsher, especially with repeat behavior.
But I just got out of jail, so I won't be arrested.
Your stuff, ma'am.
The judge runs the
Stop.
court.
I had the paperwork in here, and I have my paperwork and all for the charge.
Mr. Banks, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On or about June 11th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress call and observed two males at the location matching the description that the caller provided. They spoke with complaining witness who was sitting at a picnic table and asked her if she had called, and she stated that she did, and her son is currently yelling by her residence. Officers in fully marked HPD uniforms approached the defendant, and the defendant started walking away. Officers told defendant to stop 5 times and took out their handcuffs. Defendant began running away and went about 100 to 150 feet before stopping and being taken into custody. Complaining witness is defendant's mother, and she advised that he slapped her arm, face, and put his hand around her throat, pushed her against the front door, and scratched her face. He also grabbed a baseball bat and struck her vehicle with it. We have a 2024 AFM with previous convictions. I'm trying to see if that's the same complaining witness, Your Honor.
File anymore? Is that it?
It has been dismissed, Your Honor.
No. It looks like here there's a simultaneous criminal mischief. Could be an assault on mom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any other charges coming? I mean, all we have here is an evading arrest.
I don't know what Chief Petrov intends to do with this case. I do see the facts, though, that you're seeing, Your Honor. And it looks like the AFM had been dismissed, and there was a 2021 resisting that was dismissed, a 2021 criminal mischief that was dismissed, and
This is where the judge draws the line. No drugs, no booze, no mom. It's basically a 3-strike condition. And trust me, when a judge says you will not get another PR bond, that's courtroom code for you're officially out of second chances. What do you think? Will he take it seriously?
2018 AFM impeding that was deferred, and it's on the same complaining witness as this case.
He has another prior choking case against mom.
No, sir, that is incorrect.
Seeing 2018 assault family member impeding, and the complainant is Miss Chandrea Marie Burks.
It's the mother of my son.
Stop. I don't need your help, do I? All you're doing is you're putting yourself into more hot water, Mr. Banks.
Mr. Banks, in this case, it
is the same complaining witness?
Not, Your Honor. It's a different person.
It is, okay.
And I can check the deserves to make sure that-
Mr. Banks, I'm ordering you as a condition of your, well, first off, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're smoking any dope, using alcohol, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, sir. You got out of jail free today because we gave you a free bond. You will not get another one, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public, even your mother or anyone else who's walking on the street. Do you understand, sir? I'm ordering you now as a condition of also not to have any contact with your mom, not to go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works, and not to be in possession of weapons, sir. What do you do for a living?
For now, DoorDash, in the midst of looking for an actual job.
You have a Texas driver license.
Yes, sir.
You have valid liability insurance in your name.
Say again?
Valid liability insurance in your name. Then you are not allowed to drive until you have insurance in your name. Do you understand? What is this smirk on your face?
I mean, I just told you I DoorDash, and that's pretty much how I make my income.
Bad move, buddy. Smirking in front of a judge is like laughing at a cop during a traffic stop. It only makes things worse. Judge's red attitude is a sign of disrespect. And right here, the judge's patience is wearing thinner than tissue paper.
You're telling me I can't do that now without insurance. I'm on someone else's insurance, but as far as one in my complete name, it's not. But I'm on someone's
Insurance has to have your name on the policy, as well as which car you drive. That tells me if you have both of those things that you are actually covered for whichever car you're driving. If you don't have those two, then you're not allowed to drive. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law.
Yes, sir.
And if you're not driving, if you don't have liability insurance, you may not drive.
Gotcha.
That's it. If you want to drive, go get liability insurance and show us that you have it, and then I will take this restriction off of you. You will now be signing an affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive. If I find that you do, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Your conduct, the way you've been in the last 5 minutes, is extremely insulting. And you're looking at your watch, the way you're smirking. I'm telling you.
And I apologize for that. I don't mean to. I'm a tad bit tired, so my smirk is very unintentional. I'm just a tad bit tired, man. I've been up since 3 a.m. just trying to maintain. I don't talk to my mom. I haven't seen her in months now.
Stop.
So yeah.
I don't want to talk about the case. I'm just telling
Okay.
you. Perception is reality.
I hear you.
Mr. Banks,
Yes, sir.
did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
You suggested?
It's up to you. You need a lawyer because you're facing a year in jail. I'm giving you the opportunity to apply for an appointed lawyer, or you can go hire a lawyer.
Then I'll apply.
Okay. Do you mind, Stephen, giving an application? I'm going to have you, Stephen's going to give you an application. You will swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Victoria, sign a receipt. Then eventually you'll get the choice of your bond conditions. And after that, we'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer, sir. Are you in this country with or without permission?
Sin permiso. Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
No sé, yo deportado.
I don't know. I'd probably be deported.
How long do you think you will sit in custody until that happens?
No sé.
Think.
Piense.
Meses, años.
I don't know, honestly, maybe months, years.
Why would you take the chance?
¿Haría usted el riesgo?
You already have a
Ya
DWI.
tiene un caso.
Why would you even take more of a chance where you would go to jail?
Iría a una cárcel.
No, ya no tomaría más riesgo.
Not gonna take any more
Cumpliría
risks.
todo lo que es cumplir la ley.
Perdón, ¿cómo?
O sea, cumpliría todo lo que, como es la ley.
I would comply with everything regarding the law.
You haven't yet.
No lo ha hecho todavía.
That's why I'm asking you.
Por eso le estoy preguntando.
Why do you over and over put yourself into a position where you will go to jail
Se va a ir a una
or
cárcel.
immigration will put a detainer on you?
En su contra.
An ankle monitor with alcohol detection. That's basically a 24/7 babysitter strapped to your leg. And the judge even warns, if it dies, so do you. That's not a metaphor you want to hear in court.
Sentido sin eso. Doesn't have any reason.
Your lawyer
Abogado,
is damn near begging
acá
for me not to put you in jail, Mr. Rivera.
no meterlo usted en una cárcel, señor.
You have not maintained good contact with him. You've failed me twice to go take a drug and alcohol test.
Ya de droga.
So why would I let you stay out on bond
Fuera, bajo
now?
cancha ahora. ¿Por qué?
Es que no tenía teléfono, pues, se me quebró y pues ya no.
I didn't have a telephone, it broke on me.
Y ahorita, bueno,
I do not believe that for a second.
Segundo,
If you think that I believe that you don't have a phone,
yo creo que usted no tiene un teléfono.
a mediados de
No
mayo,
interrumpa.
I may look stupid,
No, que me
but I'm not.
no soy.
Looks are deceiving.
Apariencias son deceptivas.
I'm going to put an ankle monitor on your leg today
Pierdan a partir del día de hoy.
because I cannot trust you. And I'm going to tell you now, if you ever fail me again,
Voy a fallar otra vez.
I'm going to make your bond so high, you will be stuck like Chuck
Se va a quedar
in jail.
en la cárcel. ¿Entendido?
You have one day to get this device on your leg. You must charge it every day.
Yes.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Have I made myself clear?
¿Me he hecho claro con usted, señor?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Ever fail me again?
Voy a fallar tan solo una vez. De nuevo.
Over.
Se termina. Eso se termina.
You will get no more sympathy
No
from me.
recibir más
If he
simpatía.
fails me again, I don't care what the
Si falla de nuevo,
excuses, I
no
don't
sé
care.
ni
Mother
cuál
Teresa
sea la
tells him to do
excusa,
something
si
different.
Madre Teresa le dice que haga algo,
And another
pero
sympathy
no va a recibir más
excuse
simpatía o
with him. I will make a docket notation for everything that has transpired today so that there's no tolerance.
no haya ninguna
And then
tolerancia. ¿Entendió?
That's a ankle monitor to
Monitor.
determine whether
it is a
you-
SCRAM. This SCRAM device detects alcohol through perspiration in your body.
Sudador,
Be careful whatever you put in your body.
cuidado con lo que usted
Did the judge just drop a country-style roast in open court? Yes, he did. That line is brutal but effective. Judges use this kind of tough talk to cut through excuses and remind defendants that the court isn't buying their story. Savage but necessary.
consume en su cuerpo.
Because it will detect anything. If you try to come here and tell me that you took mouthwash or that you took NyQuil,
NyQuil,
I don't care. You will go to jail.
le iré a una cárcel. Eso.
Sí, señor.
So, Tracy, today he's got to get it on.
Hoy él tiene que tener el tobillo, la máquina del tobillo, la columna.
What do you do for a living?
¿Qué se dedica usted? ¿En qué trabaja, señor?
Rufín.
Roofing.
How much money do you
¿Qué
make a
tanto
month?
dinero gana por mes aproximadamente?
Depende de los días que trabajemos. No,
How much money do you make a
Cada
month?
mes
You know exactly how much you make.
gana usted. ¿Cuánto es una aproximación?
2,300.
Around what we were able to work, maybe 2,000, 2,300.
And you can't get a phone
Y no puede
with that
conseguir
kind of money that you make?
dinero que gana usted, señor.
Really?
En realidad,
En realidad no ha habido mucho trabajo y
Really, there hasn't been a lot of work.
It's been
de 2-3 días por
we've
semana.
only been hired for maybe 2 or 3 days at a time.
This has been going on for a month.
Pasando por un mes.
Judge, as a roof, if there's rain, I mean, there's
Techero,
no
si
work.
hay
It's been raining for 3 days, Frank. It has not rained for an entire 30-day period where he's not been unable to work.
Llovió por 30 días.
You know, really.
A lot of storms.
He's peeing on my leg and telling me it's raining is what's going on here.
Sobre mi pierna y me está echando-
Regardless, I'm putting a monitor on you now.
Monitor sobre su
If this device goes dead,
aparato. Sí,
so do you.
pero
You are on notice now.
abajo aviso.
Okay, Frank. Let me see, how old is this case as well? It's 140 days old. So,
I'm gonna work on it, Judge, right?
Voy a
I'm gonna
trabajarlo.
get this
yeah,
in file.
in 30 days,
30
you
días.
must be ready to do something with the case, right? Because by then it'll, you know, if you want to do
Voy a
PTI,
hacer algo del programa.
get on it now, please. Is he approved
¿Cómo se-
for PTI?
No, we have to make it. We have to.
No,
It's mitigation, Your Honor, and I don't
If
see an
that's
offer.
something that you want to do,
I'm gonna talk to him and
Póngase tanto y voy a hablar con él.
will you, with the machine, is that gonna cover that, Judge?
But
more rewards for this gentleman.
más premios para este señor que puedan cubrir pagos de
It's reward after reward after reward,
It'll
and
be,
billetes,
the reward,
premios sobre
I mean,
premios.
if he messes up, that's
Si él
what we
erra,
wanna make sure. That's
yo
right.
quiero asegurarme que no tenga problemas y que no
You know, if he has that ankle monitor,
tiene su monitor de tobillo.
that's what we want to prevent.
es lo que queremos prevenir, lo que vamos a prevenir.
I hope, above all else in this life, that you are not driving. Because I'm telling you now, if I find that you're driving, I
¿Está
will
manejando?
lose my shaisa. I will
Yeah.
absolutely, my head will explode because I will be so upset.
¿Está por
Do-
está tan molesto?
Not drive.
No me dejo.
I don't
No he
do not drive.
manejado todo el tiempo.
I have not been driving this whole time.
I wish I could believe you.
Ojalá que yo
That's why I'm warning you.
por eso lo estoy advirtiendo.
Wait it, Tracy.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Seccionando, pase.
What time does court start? man?
Court started at 8:45. I went to the wrong place. I do apologize for that. That is definitely my,
Please be on time next time.
yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, you are charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Oh my Lord, this case is 1,600 days old?
I didn't, I forgot.
Stop.
Sorry.
You're in enough as it is. Now, I am not happy with you, ma'am. Can you read to me what happened, please?
Sure. On February 1st, 2020, officers were dispatched to a disturbance at an apartment in Harris County. When they arrived on scene, they were met by the defendant, who confirmed that a disturbance had taken place. Officers asked her to stand by with other officers while they made contact with the reportee, who was identified as Mr. Ortiz. The officers observed a small amount of blood coming from the bridge of his nose and a small amount of blood on his teeth. He advised that he lived at the location with the defendant, who identified herself as his girlfriend. Ortiz advised that he came home to the apartment at approximately 3 a.m, got to his bed with the defendant, and there was no disturbance or argument when he got to the bed. He advised that his presence in the bed was known, and it seemed as if his presence was comforting to Ms. Martinez. Approximately 15 minutes prior to calling the police, Ortiz was awoken by Martinez screaming at him to get out of her bed. She began to lift up his body and began to strike him in the face with her hand. Ortiz described these strikes as punches and advised he did feel pain after getting out of the bed. And then the two of them got into a verbal altercation, which resulted in Ms. Martinez throwing water on Mr. Ortiz. He stated that he believed this to be an attempt to wash the blood off of his face. Due to the incident, he contacted 911. Defendant stated that she pushed Mr. Ortiz in an attempt to get him out of her bed and that she might have slapped him.
And I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. It would behoove you to get a lawyer as soon as possible. I will, at the next setting, set your case for trial. I'm now also ordering you today, you will get a GPS monitor that you will be required to pay for, ma'am. If you ever take off on me again, I will quintuple the bond on you. Your case is 1,600 days old, and you have taken off, as far as I can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only reason you're not going into custody now is because you paid a surety bond. But I'm going to tell you now, next time you take off, 5 times goes the bond. Well, actually, perhaps 6 times for as many times as you've missed. So she gets a GPS monitor today. Well, hold on a second. I still have to enter in the MOA. I'm entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. That is a court order that identifies Chasen Ortiz as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. No one can authorize you to violate this. And I'm telling you now, you pick up a new case or you don't come to court when you're supposed to next time. Do you understand me? I mean, I'm so upset that I can't even see straight. I'm gonna have you come up here, sign the MOA. I will get you to Victoria. The next setting is player trial, okay? So 3 weeks. And then you will get to Tracy, where you get your bond conditions, man. Okay.
Logan, can you refile them off? It's just 1 page. It doesn't have an order.
For which, Martinez?
Please.
Yes, with Victoria.
Is that CHA?
Yes. So you're charged with 2 counts of assault with bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 7th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress call at a gas station in Harris County, Texas. Officers spoke with 2 complainants who stated they were assaulted by the defendant. 2 complainants are sisters. 2 complainants are sisters, and the defendant is their friend. Complaining witness Richardson said that she and her sister and the defendant were having an argument at a bar, and they all got into a vehicle to leave the bar. Defendant was sitting in the second row of the vehicle. Complaining witness Lassiter was driving, and complaining witness Richardson was in the passenger seat. At some point, the defendant kicked complaining witness Richardson in the face 4 times. Complaining witness Lassiter stopped to check on what happened, and she felt pain in her lip. She believes the defendant used a closed fist to assault her. Defendant stated that he was drunk and wanted to go by himself, but the complaining witness refused to let him leave. One complaining witness grabbed both his arms and he spat on them, and they started.
So on the first young lady, she gets kicked in the mouth, you said?
They observed a red mark like a shoe sole on her forehead, Your Honor.
Okay. What else?
And then we had reached the end of it. It just says that complaining witness Lassiter had a small laceration on her lip. And then we have a 2020 ABI adjudicated by the U.S. Army and a 2024 DWI out of North Carolina.
Mr. Mitchell, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, I will revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. I don't care where you are in this life. I don't care where you are, what state you're in. Do you understand?
Yes,
if
sir.
I find that you're consuming alcohol, I will put you in jail. Likewise, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in either of these cases and not to be in possession of any weapons.
Yes,
If you
sir.
violate these conditions, likewise, your bond will be revoked. You will go to jail.
When he does his randoms and check-in and they say his number is up, can he do that in North Carolina?
Yeah, he will have to go to a Quest Diagnostics.
Okay, perfect.
It is up to you to go to a Quest Diagnostic, get the result to your lawyer, and she will get it to the appropriate people here at Pretrial Services. If you don't do the drug test when you're required to, you already know what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
For now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria. We're going to have you sign a reset. After that, we'll trace you through your bond conditions. No alcohol, no dope, no weapons, and no contact with either of these complaining witnesses. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Sir, you're charged with assault and bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Now, the 23rd of January, 2024, officers were dispatched to a Code 2 priority assault in progress on Ralston Street in Harris County, Texas. Complainant stated that tonight he walked out and noticed an extension cord plugged into his exterior outlet outside his front door. Complainant stated he knocked on the defendant's door and he told them their power was out and he needed to borrow some power from the complainant. Complainant told him to unplug it as he could not afford to power 2 homes. Complainant stated the defendant got mad and punched him in the bottom lip a couple times with a closed fist, causing pain. And let me see, I see a felon in possession of a weapon. Let me run criminal.
He's currently on deferred now. You were on deferred for a very serious offense. You've now picked up a new case. That's not a good thing, sir. I'm telling you, it's a matter of time before they issue a felony warrant on you. And they're going to try to revoke your probation, and you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary at a minimum. So be on the lookout, sir. What do you do for a living? Sorry? Okay. How much money do you make a month, sir? Okay. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I would get on it quick because I'm telling you, a felony warrant will issue any minute. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons. On that case, would you mind filing no contact and no weapons, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm gonna have you take a seat in your jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. Get on it quick, Mr. All right.
All right, Judge, page 12 and 13, 4, come on up.
Ma'am, you were charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On the 11th of June, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance with weapon call. Officer heard defendant scream from within the house. Someone advised the officer that he would need to go around back because the door was broken. Officers observed complaining witness exit the back of the residence and defendant exit holding a hammer, screaming, acting belligerent. Officer told her to drop the hammer and she did not. Officer grabbed the hammer and flung it across the yard. Complaining witness advised that she is his ex and she threatened him with a hammer. I'm going to say defendant advised that she is complaining witness's ex and she threatened him with a hammer. When he attempted to kick her out of the residence, she threatened to kill him. 14-year-old witness corroborated the story. Defendant says, complaining witness says he pulled a gun on her. Officers searched the house for a gun, but none was found. So we have a 2010 ag battery out of Indiana, 2013 invasion of privacy from Indiana, 2013 forgery attempted theft, 2016 DWI, 2020 DWI.
What was it threat again?
Let me check the DIMS, Your Honor.
Did I not?
It said briefly that I'm going to kill you, but I'm just trying to see if the officers took down the exact words. Complainant stated the defendant told her that she was going to kill him. And the complainant stated the defendant at one point threatened to kill him. That's the threat.
Ms. Jones, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. There's a protective order that's been issued. Please get to know it. If you do something to violate, I know that you want to say something, but I want you to listen. I will give you a second to talk, but just hear me out for 1 second. There's a protective order in place. Get to know it. If you do something to violate that protective order, the state will file a violation of protective order against you. The only thing I'm asking you at this point is do not have any contact with this person. Do not have any weapons. Do you have a question? I don't want to talk about the case though. I have a bunch of DAs here. Anything you say, they're going to use it against you. He's going to sit there. He's going to type up everything you say. Just don't. What do you do for a living, man?
I do home health aid work. I do home health aid.
What kind of income do you have?
Right now, I don't have any whatsoever.
I will appoint your lawyer today. You can tell your side to the lawyer, and the lawyers can speak to the DAs on your behalf. But just don't say anything now because it won't go well.
I have a new number because he broke my phone.
Say that again.
How to say that?
Just hang tight. What I'll do, let me give you a lawyer. You can explain everything to the lawyer. If it's something that needs my attention, they can tell me. Okay? As it stands now, no contact, no weapons, no going back to this house. Well, you ask the lawyer and the lawyer can advise you on that. So for now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I will have you take your seat in the jury box. I'm going to get these bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign these bond conditions. Otherwise, I will issue a warrant. Okay, please come up here, pants almost down to your knees, swagger. You know what creates swagger? This. Knowledge. That's what gives swagger, not the way you're handling things now. That's not swagger, dude. Money, knowledge, power. That's swagger. And I mean, I would tell you, you get a conviction, it's going to hose you for the rest of your life. You will never attain any kind of swagger with that kind of misdemeanor on your life. You have until Monday. If you do not have everything done by Monday, then I will set your case for trial and it's all over. I will not accept anything else from you. Do you understand, sir? If you have the heart in life, you can achieve anything. Because that's all it takes is heart. You have until Monday.
So have it done, Your Honor.
Counsel.
Thank you.
I remember you, and I'm gonna tell you
Te
now
voy a decir ahora,
that not only
no solo
do you have one case,
tienes un caso,
but while you were on bond for your first case,
cancha por el primer
you picked
caso,
up a second case, and you have repeatedly failed to appear for court.
dado de comparecer a tribunales.
We have given you multiple PR bonds.
eh,
That ends today.
Personales. Eso termina el día de hoy.
On his new theft,
En su nuevo
probable
caso,
cause was found, right?
caso razonable se falló.
I can't see on my end, Your Honor.
Yo no puedo ver de mi
I guess let's do this. If I remember correctly, this is the gentleman that went to the Galleria, stole sunglasses on the first step, right?
galería y se robó unos
Right. So then, if I remember also correctly, he gets out of here, and a week later, he picks up another theft.
Otro
Well,
caso
so
de
the
hurto,
first one,
robo.
Your Honor, was at
Primero,
Dick's Sporting
Fue en
Goods,
Dick's
and while he
Sporting
was
Goods
on
y
bond for
estaban
Dick's
libre
Sporting
de
Goods
fianza por
theft,
lo de
then
Dick's
he goes to the Galleria.
Sporting y se va a galería a robar de nuevo.
Mr. Boza
Señor
Rosales,
Boza Rosales,
as a first thing,
como la
ordering you
le voy a ordenar a
to
usted
go back to
mira,
the Houston
que no
Galleria.
regrese a Houston Galleria.
I am also ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to Dick's Sporting Goods. Number 3, you have been given multiple opportunities. You completely failed to appear time after time. You pick up another case while you're on bond. It goes with you.
Tiene otro caso.
I will appoint your lawyer today. It goes with you though.